Good morning, everybody. 2 days in the trot, eh? Not doing bad. So, let me just move this mic a minute. Sorry. So we're flying back to Edinburgh. Fruke, how you doing? Bevy, good morning. Or good evening, wherever you are. So we're heading back to Edinburgh. Kind of selfishly, because I got the new scenery for Edinburgh. Well, I say the new scenery. It's been out for ages, but it's new to me. So I've got the scenery to Edinburgh. I kind of want to check it out. Oh, hey, Spud. And we've also got the new update for the 737 in today, which apparently makes things a bit easier in terms of populating the FMC with stuff from SimBrief, etc. So we'll be checking that out. I did enjoy yesterday's stream. I enjoyed that a lot. I mean, the landing into Bristol was horrific, or at least the first one was. But then I think we made up for it on our second attempts. Or second, third, fourth and fifth attempt with FSI panel. I think yesterday I came away with the feeling that local knowledge goes a long way. That was my overarching kind of feeling. Nicer landing today, please. Yeah, I'll try my best, Rick, but no promises. Oh, blimey, Spuds is flying a 7-4. Wow. Where are you? Oh, there he is there. Look at that. Incredible scenes. Well, Bevy, if you ever do get the sim, you can just connect into VATSIM in observer mode. So you can see us, but obviously we won't be able to see you, but it means that you don't have to worry about the pressures and the stresses of being on VATSIM. So there's ways of doing it. Morning, Pigeon. Yeah, you do look a little bit out of place over there, Spuds, I've got to be honest. What airline is it? I can see a red tail. Is that Cargolux? No, we did not forget the landing gear through. Fortunately, it was just a bit of a hard landing into Bristol, 450 feet per minute, but well, Bevy, you can still fly with us on X-Plane, on VATSIM. Just connecting as observer mode. Yeah, I think what it is with Bristol coming in on runway 09, there's a little, almost like a speed hump in the runway. And I think we caught that. We caught that. That properly got us on the way in yesterday. And I did a few more runs at it for those that stuck around. And yeah, we managed to get better at navigating that. And then we tried the other way, runway 27, and of course that runs uphill, which I didn't account for on the first go. Which of course means you're going to slam your gear into the runway that little bit harder than you first expect to. So again, it's just that local knowledge, really. It's kind of knowing what to expect. So Bristol runway 27, make sure you flare a bit more because you're going to be landing up a hill, basically. Coming in on runway 09, watch out for that speed hump because the plane, it naturally makes the plane want to bounce. It really does. I don't know how accurate that is. I know Bristol does have a proper kink in it in real life, but I don't know how accurately that's modelled in the scenery. So yeah, it's hard to say. Right. I think it's about that time, isn't it? Let's hop inside. Good. Good. Let's get our stuff from SimBrief down first. Departure. What's the wind up to? 090 and 6. Variable at 2 knots. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take that. What am I doing? Let's get a airport chart on the go, shall we? And our SID is Bisca. I've written it down. Bisca 4 Bravo. So we'll take that one. Then into Edinburgh. We're using InPep 1 Echo, I think. InPip, I should say. And the current plan at this time, of course, that is subject to change. If ATC comes online, tells us to do something different, or whatever. Okay, let's get the parking stands, and let's get that one. Good, so we've got some charts. Should we get ourselves a ground power unit? Good. Alright, batteries on. We should be able to do ground power. There we go. Happy days. Let's get our navs on. Morning, Brian. Yeah, early start today. Well, normal time start, I suppose, but yeah, trying to make the most of the day. Now, how do we use this new FMC system? Don't you go to Route, then you press Flight Plan Request? There we go. And look, now it's linked into our tablet and our SimBrief that we've got in the EFB. So if we press that, we can set our payload. SimBrief payload set. Okay, thank you. Let's set our fuel. SimBrief block fuel set. There we go, 7.8 in the fuel. That's looking good. So departing from Bilbao, going into Edinburgh. Not entirely sure what that alternative is. Good times. Right, let's load in the route. this is a little bit more straightforward than it used to be. So this update came out yesterday, I believe. Okay, activate, execute. Nice. So I guess now we can go in departures and arrivals and do our normal stuff. So we're going to do runway 12 on the Bisque 4 Bravo. Then back to the index. And we're going to use the InPip 1 Echo. ILS 24. I think we're going to not transition via TLA. We're going to go on to, we'll transition via final. I'm not sure whether that's going to, whether we're going to live to regret that, but we'll go for that for now. Let's do our IRS a moment. There we go. Okay, so we've done fuel, we've done payload, straight out of the SimRoof profile. We've done our route. Let's do per finite request. This is way quicker. I think the one thing it doesn't do is cruise altitude, and we're going to need to set that ourselves. I think our cruise is 380. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. Okay, let's. I guess we'll execute that. Yeah, 380. That's better. Alright, let's go into plan and just check that our route is alright. So, out of Bilbao, make a big sweeping left, followed by a right, and then we start heading up. Bay of Biscay. In rev. Right, this is where I need to zoom out a bit, get a bit more context. Go up to Tartan. Then we go CI12 or CI24. Morning, Nick. Nice to see you. Hey, Maxie's in as well. Everyone's turning up now. Tell you what we'll do. We'll leave that as is for now. It may be at this point we start. Maybe some ATC comes online. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But we can easily close this gap in like 30 seconds when we're like here in a couple of hours time, so that's fine. I don't worry, Nick, we'll do the map in a bit once we're up in the air. Chicken chow mein, nice. No need to ask what you're serving on board today then. No ATC at this time. No ATC at this time. Alright, let's do N1 limit. Get my performance tool out. Okay, flaps 5. Select temperature 47. So can we put 47 in here to make it do an auto thrust takeoff? Is that right? We'll do flaps 5. 442, which is about there. 133, 135, 142. Nice. Yeah, I was aware of the setting, Maxi. I just wondered, I kind of thought I'd keep it just so those that want to maybe see what I'm up to have got a clearer picture of what's going on. That's the idea anyway. What was I doing? 142 plus 15. 157. And runway heading is 118. Got your number. So what's the plan on the way out? Looks like we can go straight to cruise. Happy days. Seeing as there's no ATC online, we'll let VNav run the show. We can look out the window. Very good. Okay, let's set this up here. Edinburgh is 136 feet, so I guess we go 150. Let's get that APU on. Jolly good. Now, am I going to get a hydraulics fault today? Yeah, I think we are. Need to figure out why I keep getting that. Yep, there it is. Hydraulics, maintenance, service system, execute. That's gone. Nice. Powers from the APU. Let's get the APU bleed on. Ground power is off. Let's tune Unicom. Probably should have tuned that first. Okay, rejected takeoff. Get the flight directors on. Arm LNAV, arm VNav. Right, Spuds, where are you? Still over there. Let's get ready for a push and start. Spud, you taking off on runway 12?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some cargo ops. I started making a livery last night for the A310. Then...
Departure checks complete. Bypass being inserted.
Then I realised it's not actually a cargo aircraft, is it? They're coming out with one. No call sign yet. That's weird. I'm connected to VATSIM with a call sign. X-ray Alpha November 212.
Locking gear.
I always go to scroll on that. That's really annoying. Okay, so we want to go... nose left, tail right. And then trundle down... See if we can look on here. Might be better. Bravo, Tango, hold short at... Is that Charlie? Charlie 6. They're not 737 showing. Oh. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's... Have I done something in here, maybe? Flight number XAN212. How strange. Don't know, Brian, is the honest answer. Don't know. Continue pushback. Okay, so we want to do nose left, tail right. Not even sure what stand I'm at now. What stand am I at? Stand 2. Bilbao traffic, X-ray Alpha November 212 at stand 2, pushing back and starting, facing west.
Release parking brake, please. Commencing push. All engines clear.
Oh, I didn't have the packs off. They're on auto. I thought they were on off. My bad. There's Spuds. Morning, Andrew. Cheers, Maxie. Take it easy. I mean, I don't actually use Volanta, Brian, so
Preset parking brake.
maybe that's got something to do with it.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Okay, let's get the other engine started. Yeah, so I'm not actually running Volanta on my PC. I don't know if that's having any impact on it, Brian. I use SimToolkit Pro for like all the stuff that we can see on screen and things like that. Maybe that's why? It was okay yesterday. Oh, I don't know then. Double confused. Okay, that's flaps 5 set. Engine's looking good. Okay, so engines are started. Let's get Pro P on. Auto, auto. Power from the engines, not the APU. Auto. APU bleed off. APU off. Guessing these have got no fuel in them. Yeah, basically. Let's tell GSX they can clear off.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Good. I think we're okay there. We didn't do local pressure, did we? Is it 1004? Let me just double check that. That was almost a rookie error right there.
Unlocking gear.
1003. I think they just dropped the plane.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okie dokie. So it's basically out of here and turn right. Should make a call, I suppose, shouldn't we? Bilbao traffic, X-ray Alpha November 212, taxiing to runway 12, holding short Charlie 6 via Tango and Bravo. Get the brakes off. You know what, Tim? I've never been. I'd love to go one day, though.
Well, traffic, cargo looks 682 is going to line up on runway 12.
Oh dear. What was that all about? So my flaps are now extending. And the sim just stuttered massively. That was a bit weird. Whoops, sorry. Looking at my other monitor then. Good morning, Alberpino.
About traffic, cargo looks 692, taking up runway 12.
Go on in, Spuds. See you at Edinburgh. Okie dokie. Let's get our TCAS on. Get some lights on. Engines into continuous. Let's get out there. Bilbao traffic X-ray Alpha November 212, lining up runway 12. It's very cloudy here, isn't it? Now then, should we do an auto throttle takeoff? Or should we just give it the beans? Bilbao traffic X-ray Alpha November 212, taking off runway 12. Alright. I vote we just give it the beans.
Plenty. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Wow, look at that. Very pretty. What an awesome departure. Getting a bit dim in here, isn't it? But it's a little bit too late now to put the lights on. Never mind. .380 spuds today. Okay, we'll hand fly this first bit. It's very cool, isn't it? Very cool indeed. Into standard pressure we go. Tell you what, there's a reason why you have two pilots, isn't there? Trying to hand fly the thing and adjust dials is not fun. So we're a little bit off course. Spuds, I've got every confidence in you. Let's get these lights off. Engine's out of continuous. Hopefully while I was doing that we didn't go too far off course. Should probably get flaps up as well, shouldn't we? Well, so far it's just been clouds. Alright, what we'll do, we'll get around this next right hand. Autopilot on. Right, let's get the mini-map on. Well, as departures go, that was pretty pretty. It's just too bad we're not going to see anything now, except for a little while. It's clouds. Oh yeah, Mars, I forgot about that, Bevy. Right, how's everything looking? Flaps are up, gear is up. I think we're okay. Auto throttle's on, VNAV, LNAV is on. Lights are off, engines are out of continuous. I reckon that'll be spuds up there. Only thing I'm concerned about, there is one plane coming down. What is it? Oh, that was horrible. I just drank some coffee and it was stone cold. Ugh. Yeah, that's quite an amazing departure out of there, isn't it? I don't know why, but I've got this itch to fly the A310 all of a sudden. Don't ask me why that is. So I've got a livery in Blender, almost entirely made. I'm just exporting all of the texture files and I need to kind of build the actual folder structure that goes into the sim. We should have an A310 to join the fleet. So that will give us what, the fly-by-wire A32NX, Phoenix A320, PMDG 737-800, the ATR and then the A310. Bevy, I think you need to do a paper plane stream for us, I'm not going to lie. I demand it. The A310 is underrated. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. I think that's kind of why I want to check it out. I was going to do like a cargo livery, but then of course it dawned on me that the A310 is actually a passenger plane, isn't it? But apparently, if you look on AnyBuild's website, they say they're bringing out a cargo variant in 2023, so they've got like 30 days to go. 30-something days. So I don't know. I imagine we'll get an announcement soon. Either to say the plane is coming out or... or that it's coming out in 2024. I mean, I guess we could fake it, but as in just write the word cargo on a passenger plane and just tell ourselves it's a cargo plane even though it's not, you know. That's a good thing with the PMDG 737, of course, is that you get the cargo variant with it. At least on the 800. I'm not sure about the others. So yeah, I feel like I should probably make a 737 cargo livery. Get some cargo ops on the go, shall we? Which means I should probably buy East Midlands. Oh, guys, stop the press. Good news. My installation for full fibre internet has been booked. Get in. Get in. Oh, that is such good news. Well, for me anyway. You probably don't care. But I'm very excited about this news. Oh, Bevy, don't be like that. Oh, it's going to be so much faster. I didn't click the ad button. I don't do anything with the ads. YouTube just does what it wants. I'll tell you what, let's zoom out the map, because at the minute all we can see is just like the sea. Yeah, how's that? A little bit more context. No, I don't have an ad control button. I have a button, well, I have the option to monetize the stream or to not monetize the stream, and frankly, I've got to get paid, so I turn monetize on. But what happens after that is a mystery to me. I can set it to like aggressive or balanced or low, so I just set it to balanced. Basically I just leave it all on default and it does what it wants. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Like, make no mistake, I am trying to grow this channel, and the long-term ambition might be to do it, if not full-time, but part-time, quite seriously someday in the future, so it's a tricky one. Oh yeah, Frug, when we did our tour of Australia, it was about this time of day we were doing the flights, and it was just absolutely stunning. Where was it we went? Bevy, you'll remember. Near Ayers Rock. Something Springs? Was it Alice Springs? That was incredible going into there. Yeah, you're one of the OGs, Bevy. Who is it? You, Jalise, Nick, Europe. Then Mackham came along. Ashy. Oh, you're going into Alice Springs now. Nice, Frug. Wessam. All the classics. Yeah, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. Yeah, Sydney to Melbourne, then to Adelaide, then to Alice Springs. Then we went to Yeah, Broome. Then we went to Darwin. I don't know whether we went to Darwin first or Broome first. I can't picture where Broome and Darwin are on the map. And then I think we finished up in Perth, didn't we? Yeah, I've got a feeling it was Darwin first. I think basically the amount of time that we had to stream, I don't think we could have made it from Darwin to Perth in one flight, so we had to like split it up and go to Broome and do it over 2 days. Watching now on my 75-inch television. Okay, but your voice is different and the stream is about 10 seconds behind the computer. Well, that's weird. Maybe it's some sort of audio processing that the TV's doing. Oh, you're here now, Frug. That's the main thing. When was it you jumped on, Frug? Was it during that live stream we did the long haul from Dubai back to London? Was that when you sort of jumped in for the first time? I got a feeling it was. I could be wrong there. My regret is not doing VATSIM sooner. I stalled on VATSIM for a long time and I found every excuse in the book to not do it because I was basically afraid to do it. I remember I started running polls asking if you cared whether I did it or not, and the answers were like, no, we don't care. So I was like, sweet, don't need to do it. Well, the skies are looking fairly clear all the way up. Birmingham's got tower and ground on at the moment. Gatwick's got tower. Stansted's got ground. Morning, Andy. How you doing? Oh, I'm so excited for this internet. I want them to hurry up and install it. It's going to be so fast. 900 down, 400 up. It's going to blow my little mind. Yes, I would agree with that. And Andrew, yeah. Did I pick up any new PC parts over Black Friday? No, I did not. I did not. I picked up some scenery though for the sim. One of which is Edinburgh, which is where we're heading now. No, Andy, this is the Boeing 737. Let's do a little outside shot, shall we? There she is. Yeah, it's all quiet on that front, isn't it, Spuds? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Part of me, this sounds terrible, but part of me hopes that it all stays on Unicom so we can just chill. That's all good, Andy, don't worry. Yeah, they do look awful similar, don't they? I was thinking the other day, like, that Airbus and Boeing must just sue the pants off of each other. You consider, like, how similar their aircraft look and the similar markets that they serve in the segments that they will compete in. It's like, I mean, they could just, like, just keep going and going and going with litigation, surely. They could be like, oh, you copied us with this thing. Oh, you got a Ryzen 7 5800. Almost went for that in my build, but I ran out of money and got a 5600X. Because at the time it was during the GPU shortage. And yeah, graphics cards were costing more than their fair share, let's put it that way. That was an incredible time, really. How dare you build an aircraft? Well said, Bevy. Currently looking at upgrading to a 4060, eh? What have you got at the moment, Andy? Yeah, maybe, Bevy. I'll put you in charge of it, shall I? Bevy, head of confectionery. I think my plan, Andy, is to sit tight until the new year, because there's a refresh of Nvidia cards coming out. 40 series Super. Allegedly. 4070 Super, 4070 Ti Super, dumb name I know, and a 4080 Super. Oh, from a 1660, that's going to be a lovely upgrade. Wouldn't surprise me if we see the 4070 get cheaper, just with like the market in general. It's a shame I had to send my 4070 back. It really is. I just couldn't afford to keep it. Well, when I say afford, I mean like obviously I bought it so I could afford it, but it was causing me so much aggro. I just thank goodness I didn't sell my 3070 before I decided to sell it, send it back. So I'd have been properly stuck then. You'll be fine, Spuds. Where's your sense of adventure? To be honest, I just never fly the 7.4, to be honest with you. I got a funny feeling when PMDG release theirs, I will. Solid advice from Bevy. Good morning, Adam. How do you rate it, Spuds? Because whenever I've flown it, I've always found it to be a bit iffy. Because there's the Salty Sims mod, isn't there? And then you've got the AAU 2 update that took place. So which one are you flying? Hey, there's land again. You're on the Salty. So I haven't really kept up because it was my understanding when the AAU 2 update took place that Salty would remain based off of the older version of the aircraft. So does Salty now build on top of the AAU 2 update, or is it still building off of the older version, the prior version? I think basically what I'm waiting for the PMDG. I guarantee you once the PMDG 747 is out, I will never touch the default one, Salty or otherwise, ever again. Still nothing in Edinburgh. Right, I need to go and empty my coffee cup because it's full of cold coffee, and then I can fill it up from my thermos that I have in here. Back in 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. No bounce this time. Oh, yeah, Stephen, that was shocking, wasn't it, yesterday? Absolutely shocking. I'm surprised that the runway's allowed to be like that. Yeah, it's that nasty little lump, isn't it, just as you land into Bristol. Runway 09 you get the lump, runway 27 you basically land uphill. So it's a tricky little airport, really. I mean, I'm just amazed that runways are allowed to be like that. You would think that job number one is make a completely level site if you're going to build a runway. Completely level. Just get the diggers in, take the time, and make it level. Good effort, Frug. Hey Nebula, how you doing? Not so bad, thank you very much. Just slightly concerned about another aircraft. It seems to be at our altitude. Not that far away from us. The Bristol bounce. Not just me then, Adam, is it? Okay, the plane is over there somewhere. Seemingly not heading directly at us, but it is at the same altitude. Yeah, we redid it a few times afterwards. Adam, we landed. Or I landed with my tail between my legs. And then we loaded up FSI panel and gave it a few more goes. And once we sort of knew to expect it, we could manage it a little bit better. But even then, it was like, you know, it did quite a smooth landing, really. I think it was like 100 and something like low 100 feet per minute, like 120, something like that. And even then, you could feel the plane really wanted to bounce, because it's like the runway sort of drops away from it. Yeah, I guess I was just shocked that that's a thing. Tell the other aircraft to go away. Yeah, 120's great. Like, it was a lovely smooth touchdown. But I think because we touched down almost like on the raised bit, then obviously the runway drops away from you. You could almost feel the aircraft not bounce, but just want to lift slightly as the ground dropped away from it. And then, of course, going the other direction, it's basically landing uphill. So you've really got to flare into 2.7, otherwise you'll smack your gear into the ground like nobody's business. Can't see that aircraft yet. Which is probably just as well, I guess. I don't know what like the draw distance is with like VATSIM and other planes loading in. Because like that is the coast over there, right? Yeah, there's the coast. And Spuds is, according to map.vatsim.net, still over the land, and I can't see him. So I don't know. You're at 340, okay. So you're a bit lower than us. Still can't see you though. If you pop the visor down, you can spot the aircraft from a lot further away. Okay. Where's the visor? Never done the visor in here. Anyone know where the visor is? Where's the visor? Do we have a visor in here? Have they modelled the visor? Okay, let's have a look at our arrival. going on here? Okay, so we're going to Eskdo, then Tartan. Just make sure that is actually accurate. Eskdo, Tartan. Then we're going to go up to basically track the 4 DME. Then what about when we get on the ground? So runway 24. Hopefully we'll be able to jump off at Bravo 3. Anyway, we'll taxi back on Alpha. Then Foxtrot. Yeah, so Alpha, Foxtrot, then Echo, then maybe we'll go for like stand 1 or 2. I guess we could go Alpha then straight into Echo. Alpha, Echo. Yeah, I think stand 1 or 2 is where I'll aim. The visor's in a little compartment behind your chair to the left. This looks like some kind of railing, doesn't it? Emergency escape rope. Probably don't want that. Yeah, okay, I'm officially lost. I don't know where the visor is. Rip Spud. It's green close to the ground. What, that? Oh my goodness. Ah. Okay. Brilliant. Still can't see Spud. Yeah, can't see you, Spud. Alright. Hey DJ, how's it going? Flight's not going bad, DJ. Flight's not going bad. Curious to see what the scenery at Edinburgh's like. Looking forward to seeing that. Picked it up in the old Black Friday sale. So there should be another plane going by underneath us fairly soon. Oh, off I done. Cheers, Adam. I'll do my best. There should be another plane below us coming past. Quite a lot lower actually. Looks like they're descending. Can't see. I'm so excited about that internet. That's such good news. Been waiting ages for that. It's too bad we've got so much cloud. I guess we should probably have a little look at go-around procedures as well, right? Just in case. Oh, I've got to stop using the mouse wheel. Missed approach. Climb straight ahead to 3000, then as directed. Alright. That's nice and easy, I can do that. I guess just go around and have another go. I mean, if we're on Unicom, of course, I guess that will just do that. Still nothing at Edinburgh yet. Guys, you reckon I'm okay to step away for like 2 minutes without disconnecting? We're on Unicom, we're in cruise. Can't see that much is going to go wrong. There's nothing around us. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes. Alright. If anything goes wrong, then Levy's fault. Alright. We're back. Everything seems to be in order. No contact me requests, that's got to be good. There's really not much to see, is there? Really not much on, is there? What have we got on at the moment? We've got Gatwick ground, Stansted ground, Glasgow ground, Dublin Tower's on. How do I do the stream graphics? So I use SimToolkit Pro, and that connects into the sim, and it gives us a load of variables like the speed, the altitude, where we're going, how long's left, that sort of thing. And I've formatted it into what you see at the top of the screen. So I used to work as a web developer, and you can lay it out using sort of web technologies like HTML, CSS, all that sort of stuff, and then just insert the variables that SimToolkit Pro kind of spits out at you, like the speed and the altitude, and lay it all out nicely. It does give you stuff out of the box that you can use, but then you look like everyone else. That's my only issue with it. Well done, Bevy. On brand as always. Spud, you must be like over the Isle of Wight now, right? Oh, wait a minute. I've been muted for ages. How long have I been muted for? I've just been sat here talking, and I've just realised that my mic was muted the whole time. So I don't know when you last heard me talk, but... oh, man. Thank you for the 5 months, Macam, anyway, if you didn't hear if I was muted. A few minutes. Oh, no. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. I'm sorry. I've been sat here for ages, just like talking. Yeah, Macam, thank you so much for the 5 months. I really appreciate it. I don't know when I stopped talking and when I... Basically, I was going to sneeze, so I muted the mic. And I didn't sneeze in the end. And I just never unmuted it. That's such a stupid thing to do. I think I said about I nearly went to Gdansk today, which made me think of Macam this morning, because I know that's one of your favourites. Yeah, Maxie, we're over UK airspace now. There's the old Isle of Wight. Yeah, if you want a professional streamer, go over to Macam's channel. This is amateur hour over here, as will be demonstrated when we land into Edinburgh. I can promise you that. Cheers for the 5 months, though, Macam. I really do appreciate that. I really do. You been in the skies lately, Macam, or we're currently grounded? Work and family's been hectic. Yeah, that's got to come first, though, isn't it? Has to come first. Is there any freeware scenery for Gdansk? I did not share Spuds' good luck with the butter at Bristol, let's put it that way. That flipping Phoenix. Me and that Phoenix are going to fall out. Oh, there's a Concorde coming up. Yeah, you're right, Bevy. What was I saying? What was I saying? It's a perfect landing. How long does it take you to do Newcastle Gdansk? That must be what, like 2 and a bit? Like 2.5? Is that about right? Oh no, GJ, no way. I've only ever had that happen to me once. It was the summer of 2022? No. 21. No. 22. Oh, I don't know. Whenever it was. The sim was in a really weird place at that time. I think it was like sim update 9 or sim update 8. Whenever it was. It was a little bit crashy. And I remember saying on stream, I was quite new to streaming at the time. I remember saying like, oh, I've not noticed anything. It's been fine for me. And then, yeah, we were doing San Francisco to Vegas, and just as I was about to turn onto final in Vegas, just wallop, the whole thing crashed. Remember when I went through the floor? That was at Vegas as well, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Was it Vegas? Vegas or Seattle? Yeah, we just fell through the taxiway, didn't we? So there should be a Concorde ahead of us, sort of crossing. Aha, is that it down there? Yeah. No, Macam, that was Newcastle. I think that was like the first time you ever really came into the stream, wasn't it? And I belly landed it at Newcastle. Yeah, Bevy remembers. No chance of Bevy forgetting that one. Got a little way to go yet. 180 miles nearly. Top of descent. Just see the contrail of that Concorde there, can't you? remember thinking like, why is the plane like yelling too low terrain, too low terrain? I was like, oh, it must be a bug. Just carried on going. At least we know the A32NX can do a belly landing though. Which one is that? The Dubai London one through? Because that the one you're talking about. You're quite a way ahead of me, Spuds, actually, aren't you? You must be, what, past Birmingham now? I gotta be honest, Frug, that long haul really, really took it out of me. I came away from that thinking, just how do people do it? No, no, not muted, Bevy. Just looking at, just checking out traffic, seeing what's going on. Yeah, long haul. I don't know. I don't know. I struggle to see the appeal. Much like you said, DJ, I respect it. I'm not sure I would enjoy it. Like, imagine I had the whole day tomorrow to stream or to work on the channel. I just don't think I would choose to do a long haul. It's just a long old way, isn't it? For me, I kind of think, and I think probably for the channel overall, it's best to do shorter hops because there's less idle time. Defo VFR day. I kind of like to keep long hauls as for like milestones for the channel. Like at 10k I would probably do one. If I got more confident at VATSIM and maybe there was like a across the pond coming up, maybe I would take part in that. But to just do one like every other day, no way. It makes you wonder how the actual pilots that do these in real life get on with it, because it's yeah, like pilot boredom must be a real thing. Wasn't there a thing ages ago? I think it was an Airbus Voyager, so like a British military plane. I think it's basically an A330 that the military have had converted for their needs. And there was an incident where I think the pilot was taking photographs out the window when they were in cruise, and I think the pilot had like a like a DSLR camera with like a big strap that you put around your neck, and I think the strap got put around the joystick, the side stick, and then he went to grab the camera, and obviously the strap then pulled on the side stick, autopilot disconnected, the plane sort of nosedived a little bit, load of people in the back got tea and coffee spilt all over them, so sort of burns and stuff like that. I remember like in the news they were saying that pilot boredom is like a real thing and a real issue, and they need to take steps to try and do something about it. But then what can you do? Okay, aircraft to the left. There should be. There it is. Lovely job. Is that an EasyJet? Looks like an EasyJet. Nope. No idea what that is. You definitely get that sense of speed, don't you, when you see another plane in the air? Yeah, so streaming definitely makes it easier. I feel like I would struggle to do the short routes that I do now if it weren't for the stream. You just imagine hitting autopilot and then it's like 2 hours to go. Again, I think VATSIM is good for taking a lot of that away, because VATSIM keeps you on your toes. I think the shared cockpit thing in the 2024 version of the game could be cool. Are you going to do VATSIM in the USA soon? I don't see why not. I definitely consider sort of the UK and Europe to be like home, as it were. Which is probably why I lean towards it so much. Absolutely nothing in Edinburgh, DJ. Absolutely nothing. There's a shared cockpit mod out already. Yeah, I heard about that actually. Is that actually good then, is it? I think I'd have to be careful doing it though on stream. I'd have to really trust the person I was doing it with, because I wouldn't want to just do it with anybody. I mean, they could potentially ruin your channel, couldn't they? Okay, so we're going to start our descent after Ergab, I think. So there should be an EasyJet out the left-hand side somewhere. Can't see him though. No, can't see him. Yeah, that's right, Mac. I mean, there's a very good reason why the 737 has 2 pilots in real life. There's only 2 planes at Edinburgh at the moment. One on final, coming in at the moment, one at the gates. I did think there was another one, but actually it's a 787 going from Bristol to Bristol, but it's by Edinburgh, so I guess it's kind of doing a circuit of the UK. I might look into one of those new fancy Steam Decks. Not Steam Decks, Stream Decks. The ones with the little dials on it. I just wonder whether that could be used for changing radio frequencies and also a few little buttons for like autopilot on and off, that sort of thing. I don't know whether something already exists that is decent or whether I could make something. Is there an easy way to quickly see if there's a free gate at the airport you're landing at without having to go on map.vatsim.net and sort of scroll in and have a look and try and work it out? I mean, I guess in an ideal world, to be able to see it on here would be the dream, right? You can see like landing into runway 24, coming off at Bravo, Alpha, off at Echo. If you can see a plane there, you know not to go there, but you can go to there, for example. I feel like Navigraph should add that. Volanta works. Okay. Okay, I've just found out how to do it in SimToolkit Pro. Happy days. That's better, that's what I wanted. Good times. You probably take 105. Oh yeah, you're going to be out in the car park, aren't you, with that 747? Alright, you take 105. I'll probably take either 1, 2, or 3, or 4, depending on what's available. Maybe you can park in a nearby field, Spuds. That massive plane of yours that you've insisted on flying. Right, where are we exactly? Let's zoom in the old map. I love how when you zoom in far enough on SimToolkit Pro, it also all the taxiways come to life. Or at least it did. Why is it not doing it now? Ah, it is doing it now. Just had to load. Spuds, it'll be fine. Just full reverse, auto brake max. Try and land it on the threshold, give you enough runway. Air Macam doesn't do requests, yeah. Just imagine you on the radio. I don't think you know who I am. I go where I want. Okay, so someone's gone into stand 5. You're going to go 105. That's still free. I'm probably assuming I can squeeze past you on. Maybe 104 would be better for you, Spuds. It looks like that's a bit longer, unless that's just the chart being weird. Alrighty, top of descent is creeping up on us. I'll tell you what, let's... I know. Let's get 3,000 in the window because we might as well let VNav do it while there's no ATC online. I am an inherently lazy individual. And if there's a tool that will do something for me, I will always let the tool do it. Maybe I should try that, Macam. You know who I am. Okay, so that pilot that just landed and parked at stand 5 I think is disconnected, so stand 5 is now clear. If you go 105, I might go 5, in case I can't squeeze past you. Top of descent, there we go. Dominican Rat, nice to see you. We've arrived just in time, we're just starting our descent into Edinburgh. In fact, let's get our winds. There we go, let's load the winds in. And hopefully that'll give VNav a better idea of what it needs to do. Let's keep the plane on profile. .240 and 4. Nice and easy. At least that kind of takes away any excuses. Oh, 707. Good morning. Just had a read through the German CPU review, and basically their view is that for someone upgrading, the best bet is the 5800X3D. If you want fluid 60 FPS, then you'll need to go for one of the more recent CPUs, but they'll put a hole in your pocket. Yep. Makes sense. What GPU have you got with that, DJ? I mean, I guess if you're going with a 40 series GPU, you can frame gen your way to far beyond 60, right? $3090, 32 gig of RAM, 3600. Nice. No frame gen, yeah. So what is your frame rate like in general? Spud, you're going a different way to me. It looks like you've made a right turn and you're going to track up the east coast. Whereas I'm going to make a slight right in a moment and then basically head all the way up to Edinburgh from there via Tartan. Are you running a load of add-ons as well, DJ, like GSX and, I don't know, SimToolkit Pro, Volanta? Running VATSIM, vPilot, that kind of stuff? Yeah, FSLTL, that's the one, isn't it? I mean, I guess one advantage of being on VATSIM is you only see the traffic that actually is there, so hopefully FSLTL doesn't. Okay, so 45 to 60, that's not bad. And FS realistic, okay. Yeah, so I'm actually running at 1080p at the moment. I think a large part of my issue is that I'm GPU limited. Sorry, CPU limited. I don't know what it's saying at the moment. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so I've limited it to 30. Because I'm on a 60Hz panel, so I need to either be at 60 or 30, which is a shame. If I was on a variable refresh rate panel, I wouldn't mind so much. Yeah, I think everyone's main thread limited. I think no matter what your CPU is, you're always going to be main thread limited. With the sim at least. What GPU do I have? I've got a 3070 707, if that question was meant for me. Yeah, I think I am going to arrive before you, aren't I? Why is it taking you out there? Okay, what was our ILS frequency? 108.9. Yeah, I know they've mentioned multi-threading for 2024, but I'm hesitant to get too excited over that, because I think just in the nature of how the sim works, it's going to be very, very hard to multi-thread a sim. Because in a simulator, generally one thing needs to happen before the next thing can happen, because the thing that happens first influences the thing that happens second, and then third, and fourth, and then so on. Which is why we're so reliant on the single thread. You can multi-thread stuff that isn't time sensitive. So if you don't need the thing that you've multi-threaded to have finished before you start the next thing on the main thread, you can do that. Yeah, I wouldn't get your hopes up personally. So, can we see Spuds? Feel like you should be down there somewhere, Spuds. Hey, Jack. Feel like some drag is required here. For whatever reason, the plane has not been keeping up. But the good news is there's nothing else around us much. Yeah, I think RAM, a GPU VRAM is an issue for me sometimes. Depends on the airport mainly. So we'll see what happens when we come into Edinburgh shortly, because this is a custom airport, one that I picked up in the Black Friday sale. I've not seen it yet, so I'm curious to see what it's like. Hey, Tricky. Good morning. Yeah, almost good morning. Almost good afternoon. Alright, let's get some lights on. Engines into continuous. Oh, you just got an alert on me. I haven't got nothing. I haven't got anything. No alerts. What are our... what's local pressure? .1006. Let's get that plugged in, shall we? Not doing bad in the on the temperature front today. 21 degrees. I bought a little heater out. So do auto brakes 2. Okay, local pressure. Right, what was our minimums? 300 feet. Go, minimum set. Edinburgh's due a big update soon, is it? Nice. Would that be free to people like me that have just bought it then, or have I lost out on that one? Okay, so we're doing 138 plus 5, so that's a 143. Free update, nice. Okay. 108.9 is plumbed in. I never put the course in. Should I put the course in for an ILS? Alright, yoke cam is on. There it is. So what, I put the course as 240? Go on then. I've never done that before and it's always worked, but... yeah, 240. Fair enough. The whole time I've been flying this plane, I've never once done that, and it's never been an issue, but if it's the way to do it, it's the way to do it. Okay, lights, engines continuous. Let's get the approach on. Let's get some gear down, help with the speed. I like we're coming in a bit fast. Get speed brakes. Here we go then. Wow, we got a bit of a crosswind. That was unexpected. Alright, my airplane. X-ray Alpha November 212 on final Edinburgh, runway 24. Should have said that ages ago. I forgot to do my call. That was a mistake. There's no one around really though, is there? So okay, the wind is easing. It does tend to ease in Edinburgh, I find, the nearer you get to the ground. Come on, let's get that nose down.
400. 300.
Okay, that's feeling good.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh. That was a little bit harder than I'd have liked. I need to get out of Spud's way though. A little bit easy on the flare there, I fancy. Okay, I'm going to vacate here. Edinburgh traffic, X-ray Alpha November 212, vacated runway 24. Right. Airport. Right, let's get turned around so at least we can see there he is. Okay, what am I doing? I'm taxiing.
Cargo looks 622, bit of traffic, stop at ILS 24.
Edinburgh traffic, X-ray Alpha November 212, taxiing to stand 3 via Alpha and Echo. I'm going to do the world's slowest taxi so we can see Spuds land. Yeah, I forgot to do a couple of call-outs then on Unicom, that's my bad. I need to get the muscle memory up to speed on that. It was only 300 feet per minute that landing, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. That was okay. Sorry, Tricky. I did do it, just very hastily, about 5 miles out. Maybe even 4 miles out. I reckon we can get parked before Spuds is down, you know. I think I've just had so long on the stream not having to worry about it. And
Edinburgh traffic, cargo looks 652, flying over runway 24.
Don't worry, we will see Spuds landing.
Let's go traffic Virgin 921, turn finals runway 23.
Right, still plenty of time. Right. Apologies for what's about to happen. Okay, we'll just park it there for a second. Oh, my FPS is not happy. Come on then, Spuds, no pressure. And we're down. See, look, we had loads of room. Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. Well, there we have it. I mean, that landing wasn't, again, it wasn't the greatest, was it? But 350 feet per minute is not the worst. I'll take that. See if we can do a bit of a better job on our parking here. Nice that we've got all the stands though. Let's go and take a little look at the airport. See, Spurge, you had nothing to worry about. Plenty of time. So what have we got? We've got the terminal. I'm in stand 5 there. So have they done the inside, or is it like an outside only job? It looks like it's inside. Oh, it is. Alright, let's go in. Have a little look around. Some departure boards. I've got to be honest, I don't really get why they model the insides. $710 feet. That's perfect, Spuds. What's the matter with you? Am I massively missing the point here on why they model the insides? So I just don't fully get it. I don't see what purpose it serves. It must take them forever to do it. And what are we doing? We're just whizzing around a questionable looking shop. Don't know. Am I missing the point? I'd rather see more detail put into the car parks, into the terminal buildings. Oh look, here comes Spud. There's a Spitfire near the hotel. Where's the hotel? The hotel's got to be over here somewhere, right? Oh yeah. That's a nice touch. Yeah, I get it where there's windows, but again, they could just do what the hotel's done here. That they've sort of done like these parallax effect windows. So that is, I'm fairly certain that is just like an image that is offset. So they could do something like that on the terminals. But to go to all the effort of doing the insides, I mean, I just could not care less about the insides. I just don't see what difference it makes. Like, all this stuff's great. Car parks. I mean, the only people it really serves are like those that make those cinematic YouTube videos, but that's got to be like a handful of people, right? Yeah, it's very weird. Oh, fine, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. But the outside looks good. Outside does look good. There's no denying that. Done a nice job. Tower looks good. Got Spuds taking up the entire place over there. I just don't fully understand what market it serves doing the insides. If I was a dev, I would never ever think to do the insides of the airport. I'd be like, well no, that's a waste of time. Why would I do that? But clearly, there must be a market for it. I just don't see it, maybe. Because, I mean, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. You can go in the tower. Let's go in the tower, then. I feel like my FPS has taken a little bit of a hit, but not too badly. Yeah, the tower looks fantastic. They've done a lovely job with the tower. In a way, I would rather that the devs almost cleaned up the approaches, so that anything on the the last 5 miles looks like really good. Okay, there's tower. Again though, it's like, what's the utility? Why are we in here? Other than because we can. If you were doing ATC for Edinburgh, would you like maybe have the sim? Would you be like, have the camera in here so you could actually see what's going on? As well as whatever software you're using. Is that what it's for, maybe? The VATSIMers, the controllers? That's alright, Jalise. We are going to disconnect from VATSIM in a minute. We're going to do a couple of landings on FSI panel and see if we can perfect our approach into Edinburgh. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect from VATSIM. Sorry, Spud, see you later. Where's FSI panel? Right, lagged for you, did it? Yeah, I think I would rather see stuff like that. If you're going to make an airport, yeah, final approaches, anything that looks weird. Like I know sometimes into Bristol or somewhere, there'll just be like a random house that the AI has decided that's where a random house should be, and the house looks terrible. It, you know, doesn't look good at all. It's just plonked in the middle of some trees. Just clean stuff like that up, get rid of that, maybe put a few more trees in. Or if you're going to put a house in, maybe make the house look nice. I don't know, that sort of thing. That'd probably be what I would prefer to see. Right, let's jump back into the cockpit. And let's get some landings on the go. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tricky. There must be some interest. Because if there isn't, why would they do it? I'm kind of intrigued to know what the interest is. Oh, this tool is FSI panel. So what it does, you give it an airport, give it a runway, give it an approach fix, and then it will just set you up for landings. Because of course, like with the Phoenix and the PMDG, they're really quite complex aircraft. And once you've landed, it's quite difficult, or not difficult, but time consuming, let's say, to get yourself set up again to do another landing. So this just makes doing practice landings really easy. So the software now is configure the landing. There we go. Hold the brakes for 3 seconds. Yes, I have. Aircraft is ready. You have control. Awesome. Let's give it a go, shall we? Okay, we need to be way over here. Quite a strong tailwind component at the moment. Yeah, Tricky, same. I used to work as a dev, and it just seems odd to me that there must be demand, otherwise why would they do it? I guess the question is, what is that demand? Quite a little wind we got going on here, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can get ourselves stabilised. That's better. My mouse cursor out of the way.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Well the flare. Oh, that was a bit off firm on the nose wheel, wasn't it? A little bit off centre there as well. Let's give that another go, shall we? What's a landing report? Unsafe landing. 28 feet? Yikes. Watch your bank. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty bad landing. Let's do a long final, because I feel like the short finals,
80 knots.
if you ever so slightly have to reconfigure, you spend most of your time doing that. Yeah, I mean, really, all I want from a third-party aircraft is airport. Just decent-looking terminal buildings from the outside, high-quality textures on the runway and the taxiways, and all the gates in the right place.
$2,500.
So we've got that tailwind component again, haven't we? Yeah, there is some weirdness sometimes, Brian. I think occasionally you almost hear the plane land before you land. That's better. I feel like we're slightly more stable this time. But last time we used most of the run of the approach to get ourselves into this position. I have to watch it though, because the wind does die down the closer you get in Edinburgh quite often. So your crab can be too high. At the moment we're actually tracking the centre line quite nicely. But the lower we get, the wind is going to become less. We'll just have to nibble away at that crab angle, make it less severe. So basically keep that centre line
1,000.
extending out and going right underneath you.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
200.
Oh, thank you, Sim.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Tiny bit off centre. Only a tiny bit. Very nice. Right, let's see what the landing report was on that one. See, Brian, I think this is kind of what you were saying, wasn't it? 130 feet per minute, great. Landing distance, good, good. Keep saying that we're unsafe. Now, I think that is possibly a scenery issue because there was no way we were 18 feet to the right of the centre line. So I think no matter what we do, we're not going to win on this one, are we? Alright, one more time. One more time for the people. When am I next on? Good question, Brian. I was thinking maybe tomorrow night, but I think I might struggle.
Positive rate of climb.
Maybe over the weekend. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Could go either way. The stream overlays, I made them myself. It comes from Sim Toolkit Pro, but I sort of did the layout and the design myself. Oh, my TV's warning me it's going to turn itself off in 5 minutes unless I press a button. Nice one, Brian. Yeah, cheers. Do you ever fly on VATSIM, Brian, or do you stay offline for your flying? Oh, cheers, Zach. Yeah, fortunate that I used to be a web developer, so customising the look of it with a bit of HTML, CSS and all of that jazz was not the worst thing. Hey, Pilot R. I'm very well, thank you. Yourself? Right, one last one. But yeah, recommend FSI panel. I mean, it's not 100% perfect as we just seen, but it's a complex system for it to work within, so we'll forgive it. What it does do, it just means you can get yourself configured in a study level airplane for a landing very, very quickly, which is worth its weight in gold to me. You keep putting it off. Well, if you want to, Brian, next time we're on, just follow us in observer mode. Oh, I'm way too high, aren't I? Oh, down you go. Too busy looking at the chat. The perils of being a streamer. It's not my fault, I was looking at chat. Yeah, observer mode in anyone who wants to try VATSIM but feels apprehensive. Best thing I ever did was connecting in as observer mode and just flying alongside someone else, meaning I can see them but they can't see me. ATC can't see you. You're completely anonymous, but you can see everyone else. And just see if you make the same decisions that the other people do. I don't feel like we're on for a good landing here, I'm not going to lie.
200. Minimums.
Continue, for better or worse.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold the flare. I'll take that. Now that was bang on the centre line. So let's see the landing report. Oh, okay, so we're on the centre line there, so maybe we were wrong the last time. That's not bad. So what we're looking at here, on the centre line. Were we really 18 feet off last time then? Because it didn't feel it. We really didn't feel it. 107 feet per minute. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. But yeah, great little tool this, for anyone that's looking at trying it. Might try and do an evening flight. I feel like there's a lot of people that can't make this time of day that what's the FPS? Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll try and do an evening stream. I'm not sure when I'll be able to do it though. GPU's struggling a bit, isn't it? Right. I think I'm going to call it there. It's about that time that I stopped. Yeah, that's the thing. More ATC in the evening would be good. That's the thing. I kind of like it this time of day though, because it means I can like go on to Unicom and have an easy ride of it. But yeah, I feel like proper VATSIM is in the evening time, isn't it? Really, it's nice to be able to fly along with people though. It is nice just to do that, even if we're on Unicom. So yeah, we'll see. I will try and schedule something. Not sure when it will be, so I can't make any promises. But keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. And hopefully I will see you all on the next stream. In the meantime, take the very best care of yourselves. Thank you all for being here. Always appreciate it. Nice to see you all.